You are now watching R2TV.
It is often believed that you can never really understand an individual by looking at them from the outside. To really understand why people speak the way they do, why they talk the way they do, and act the way they do, you really need an inside perspective.
Comment, darling, can you tell us what's going on?
Everything relationship-wise, we are going to be trashing it. We're going to trash it here on the show.
Women are so busy, like from here to here. We actually call them the octopus mom.
My name is Aderi Sola. If it's a mouthful, you could call me Derry.
We're talking to women, woman to woman,
Real women to real women.
Hello.
Yeah, Bob was the crazy one. Don't be deceived.
I'm not crazy.
Yes.
A beautiful evening to everyone out there. And yes, indeed, it's Inside Eve on R2TV. I am Lillian Udodi, and as always, I'm not alone. I'm here with the beautiful, gorgeous ladies that will grace today and a lifetime to come, by God's grace. I'm here with Shil and Derry. Ladies, say hello.
Peace, yo.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to Inside Eve today. I hope we'll make it interesting for you.
Peace, yo. My name is Derry. Peace, yo. Welcome to tonight's show. Peace, yo. I just learned that. Peace, yo. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so it's going to be one exciting, packed, gist-filled episode. I can't wait. And yes, I'm anchoring.
No salary for you.
I am anchoring, and I'm so super excited. All right, so like I said, we have it full of gist and exciting topic up ahead. Let's go on this short break, and when we return, we'll delve in. Welcome back, yes, from that short break. And yes, indeed, it's Inside Eve. Now we're going into our topic for today. And what's our topic for today? We're looking at women as breadwinners. When I mean bread, I don't mean bread. I mean breadwinners. You're working hard to keep the family. You are working hard to keep the family. You're working hard doing the 9 to 5. Sometimes over the 5, you go 9 to 10. So what's the role of the woman as a breadwinner, and how should her man support a woman who is working and maybe he's probably at home? And what could be the causes of this woman being, leaving the traditional, being the housewife, or, sacrificing her life for her husband and her children and moving on to being the breadwinner? Over time, we have seen women sacrifice themselves, but now people are going all out due to fertility problems, or pushing marriage aside, not being able to marry on time, or hardship in the family, and going all out to work. They have changed the rules of the game. The headship is now the woman. Who heads the house? The woman heads the house.
Chai.
So how does the man react to this, and what does he do to support his woman? This and many more we'll discuss on Inside Eve tonight. So ladies, we have seen typical examples in and out, women being CEOs, MDs, EDs. Big shout out, ED. All right, so we've seen women, changing lanes from being the traditional housewife.
From service lane to expressway.
From service lane to expressway, and now taking it on themselves to go out there and fend for the family. Why do you think this is happening quite often? Is there anything wrong with it? And what should the men do to support this women? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
Opinion. What's your opinion?
Well, I think every man should be happy that he has a wife that could support him, because these days men will say, before they marry, they'll say they don't want liability. Do you understand? So that means they don't want their wife to just sit at home doing nothing.
Okay.
So if your wife is doing well, she's an MD, a CEO, ED, she leaves the house like 5 a.m., comes back 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Well,
And makes money.
and makes
No, just go. No,
yeah,
just
that's what
go
I'm saying.
back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she makes the money, she puts the food on the table. I think as a man, you should understand her and try to support her in so many ways. Like, I know of someone that has that kind of wife, and he has more of like the civil kind of job. So he comes home very early. So what he does is he goes to the kitchen and help her cook before she arrives. So, you know, you hardly see those kind of men. Most Nigerian men, their mentality, they'll be like, oh, never, I will never do that. She would come back home, whatever time she comes back, she would do the cooking and all that, you know. So I think men should be more supportive and not think that such a woman is being arrogant.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because even when for instance, if the mother is at home or the family is at home, they might start saying, oh, if they see their brother cooking or her son cooking, they'll start feeling, oh, she has done something. Do you understand that kind of mentality? Do you understand? So,
Let's go ahead and open the phone lines so people can contribute.
Okay, cool.
All right, so go ahead and call in. We want to know what you think about supporting women as breadwinners, what men can do to support their wives as breadwinners. It's not a competition. You should support, you should love. It doesn't matter who is making bread. So go ahead and call us. Our numbers are 080-912222-83, 080-912222-84, 080-912222-85, and 080-912222-86. Remember to turn down the volume of your television set so we can hear you and you can hear us and communicate properly. And remember, my opinion is my opinion and your opinion is your opinion. Respect is mutual. Let's go on with the social media. Come on, babe.
Not every time social media.
Oh, yeah, please now. Let me now beg, please. Please.
You give me bread.
Definitely. Drop bread. We'll share.
Okay.
As breadwinners. We'll share.
Hi, Alajumoke. Our social media handles are facebook.com/myr2tv, Twitter @r2_tv. We live stream, or you could live stream via Facebook page. So if you're not at home, just log into Facebook and then make sure that you watch every one of our shows. If you have not downloaded our app, what have you been waiting for? You don't have excuses. You're not at home. Oh, I can't carry my concert decoder everywhere I go. I'm going on vacation. Anywhere in the world, watch R2TV via our mobile app. Just go to any of your app. Go to BlackBerry App World, go to iOS Store, Google Play Store, and download the app. It's beautiful, it's seamless, it works. Like, I was watching it in the car last week. Yeah, I was watching one of our shows in the car last week. And I was proud to share, but then I'm like, yeah, take a look. All right, so please just hook up with us on WeChat, R2TV, Instagram, R2TV, Twitter @R2_TV. Everywhere. Just look for R2TV and hook up with us. It's a green logo. Don't join any other community. It's only our own, you understand? All right, that's it. And remember, when you're dropping lines, your opinion is your opinion, my opinion is... I don't know how to say that. You teach me after the show.
I'll teach you. I got
your opinion is your opinion. It is Sabi English. All right, moving on.
So, like we were talking about women as breadwinners, and it's not just, you know, the man being at home, catering or taking out trash or cooking. We're also talking about when you see that woman climbing that ladder of her workplace, she's not sleeping with someone. She's being a hard-working woman.
She's not necessarily sleeping.
She's not. She's
not
not
necessarily, because there's some people that...
She's not necessarily sleeping with anyone.
Thank you. Some people are in their ministry.
She's being a hard worker. Whether she's doing her ministry work in the office, she's climbing that ladder.
Yeah, ladder. Our Lord Jesus is our ladder.
All right, so women should be encouraged to work hard and to climb that ladder. Don't look at her like, look at her, it's because she has slept with this man, that's why she's moving up. No, women are strong like that. And like I said, different things happen in life that change the headship of the family. And we should learn to support women as breadwinners. Derry?
Yeah. I remember growing up, quite a number of mommies around me. Sometimes I would see that daddy would not hold that position of breadwinning for a while or something. And I don't know what the mommies were going through or how they handled it, but it looked to me like everybody was okay. How many mommies actually sat down at home, except your dad was like stinkingly rich?
Yeah.
The average mom, I remember, used to hustle and bring home money. And
even in the village, the women go farming regardless of what
go to the east, you see them on Okada and bicycles. So, you know, so we saw it growing up, and there's actually supposed to be no big deal. However, where the problem is right now is when you have men not appreciating that. You understand? When you have men not appreciating the fact that a woman is, as it were, taking your responsibility, because the natural order of things is like the man is supposed to just provide for you. The man is the head of the house, this and that. But then when you just outrightly disrespect your woman because of that, then there's a problem.
I made you.
I made you, exactly.
Made you.
Yeah, so when you outrightly disrespect your woman, there is a problem. You should appreciate her. Don't feel threatened. Allow her. And please, don't say because she's winning bread, you drop your own bakery and lock it up. Uncle, your wife may be the MD, CEO, whatever, of an oil company. Oil is not even the main thing now. It's a Greek farming. She might own a poultry, 20 acres, 100 acres. And, you know, be supplying everybody with chicken and eggs and making all the money in the world. It does not mean that you should now drop everything that you were doing and then go ahead and become Mr. Lazy, ride on the money that she has, because we see a lot of that around these days.
A lot.
Gold digger, oh, what does she do? Does she have money? Or more goldfish, gold digger. So you now go and then, oh, she's 30-something anyway, she needs somebody to marry her, and she has a lot of money. Let me jump into the field. So you just jump there, and next thing is she's earning the bread, bringing the bread to the table, and you are just there, consuming the bread. Why won't you feel disrespected if anything goes wrong? Even if she doesn't disrespect you, even if what you're having is normal squabbles that couples would have. Oh, why did you not lay the bed when you stood up? This is just, hey, it's not your fault. It's just because you are earning the bread. Excuse me, open your own bakery. Leave your bakery open. If you know that you don't want somebody to be insulting you, baby, I want to shave, give me 200 naira. She says, only 200 naira. She I gave you money last week. If you don't want that, earn your own small on the side and let them give you, and you have money to shave and do other things. You don't have to wait for her. So basically respect her. Also keep your pride, maintain your pride as a man. Work hard. Even if things are not rosy, keep working at it.
Definitely.
With time, things will gel now. You understand?
Okay, so I would like to use 2 case studies for this particular topic. My dad was in the military as well, a military brat.
No wonder.
And when he left, when he retired from the military, my mom had to pick up the slack. And since then, my mom had to pick up the slack.
Pick up the slack, okay.
You know, since then it's been,
a slack.
No, she had to pick up the slack. Okay. Since then it's been mommy, mommy, mommy. We travel, it's mommy. We do extravagant things, it's mommy. But when dad was in service, things were good. But somehow, daddy dropped. But the good thing about it is that daddy has decided, look, I'm going to support mommy. I'm not going to see her as a threat. It's no competition. I'm going to work hand in hand with mom. And mom she appreciates it. So on the other divide now, it's this one that has been overflogged, the Tiwa and T-Bills. I'm sure we know the Tunji Balogun and Tiwa Savage story, where, you know, he put in a lot of energy into building this lady's career, this superstar's career, and now he's going about saying, I made you, and now you want to form big woman. Why don't you support? Why don't you you know, encourage. Why don't you open your own bakery, like Darren said? Why don't you manage other people instead of ranting and going about saying, I made you, I made you. And, you know, she comes out in her own interview and lashes and says all sorts of things. But like I said, you know, using the case studies I have pointed out, my parents and Tiwa Savage, I think a man should not be threatened. You should encourage, you should pray, you should love.
Yeah.
You should be happy that your wife is able to pick up that slack. What in the Bible it says, a man who does not provide for his family is
worse than an
infidel. So if a woman is proud enough or has that strength to go out and fend for the family, you should hail her, you should encourage her, you should pray for her, you know, and not see her as a competition or see like she's talking down on you. It is who God decides to butter the bread that will be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
Basically.
And you know, Lillian, check.
Hold on, Derek. Hi, Silas from Kaduna. Good evening.
It's been a while, Silas.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing too?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, I just tuned in now. I just got the topic from the lady at the back office.
Okay. That's our
I
producer.
think you are talking about a woman being the breadwinner, isn't it?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Sorry?
I said, what do you think? How would you encourage a woman who is a breadwinner? If you had a wife who's your breadwinner, how would you encourage her instead of bringing her down? Is she your competition? Why is she the breadwinner?
But well, you see, it is a trend that has come to stay with us now. It's a trend that has come to stay, so we have to accept it, because if you look at it critically, that women being breadwinner when we were children, most of the fathers then used to be the breadwinners, square and fair, and the women are more or less complete housewives for
Not
those that are not educated.
Mr. Silas.
Yes, please.
Sorry to cut you, cut in there. I think that our mothers did a beautiful job covering up that part.
Yeah.
There were a lot of, it's when we grew up that our daddy started telling us, our mommy started telling us how they used to breadwin. But they will cover daddies, they will buy daddies agbada so you still, and put gator so that you still look like the don dada of the house, you understand? It's true, it's been around since. Mommies have been winning bread. All right.
But you see, the problem is that there is a change in the type of in the way they use the winning bread those days. It's what is obtainable now.
Yeah.
The one that's obtainable now, like the one of CEO of a company that will travel, for instance, from Lagos to Port Harcourt and spend some 2-3 weeks there without any member of the family.
Yeah.
What we have in the days of our father and our mother was that the woman is a petty trader, or she's a
Civil
farmer.
servant.
She's always in the house.
Yeah.
I think, but if you look at it critically, like you very said, not necessarily that the woman is sleeping around, but there are those that are really sleeping around.
Yeah.
We cannot discountenance that. But as a matter of fact, it has come to stay with us. But for me, I don't pray that in this world that I came, if my wife should be the one that will put anything, food on the table,
Amen.
give me money to go and shave, buy sisters. I don't pray for that at all.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. May
We
God
don't
give you
pray
your heart
that for you.
desires.
But actually, women should not be looked down that maybe they must have slept around before they are taking care of the family. But as a matter of fact, many men are getting too lazy. Because the way things are going now, that the economy is even dwindling. Things are really getting very, very bad. Companies are closing down. People are losing their job almost on a daily basis. I think there are things that men can venture into.
Yeah.
Even if the woman is still providing in the house, the man should not just sit down from morning till evening.
Definitely.
Iron his shirt and maybe go out, throw around and come back and get relaxed, because he feels at the end of the month, madam is earning the money in one place and will bring. Honestly, that
It's rampant.
The marriage, with time, the woman is going to get very, very tired, because the way God wired a woman, God did not wire a woman to provide for the house totally. It is a man that God wired to provide for the house totally.
Exactly.
But we shouldn't see it as a problem when the woman provides for the house, but the man should not sit down fold his hands completely.
All right.
Perfecto.
Thank you so much, Silas. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you. That's my take. Thank you. Good night.
Thank
Good night.
you. Well, so
Yeah, like-
sorry, I was saying that this is the trend that you have.
Yeah.
Now, the average man would feel threatened when his wife is earning more than him and when he finds out that maybe he's not doing so well. But what you should do as a man, okay, the case study we had, the Tiwa and Tibil situation, excuse me, I think at some point in his rant, he said something about how he decided not to be in the same business as her, how he decided to move into another business and put his hands in this and that, how things have not been working. Apparently, he wasn't doing much for a while, and from her own interview too, you get that's what we could deduce from all that we got on the internet. So it means that he probably shut down his own bakery.
Okay.
You get trying to open up something else, according to his rants, trying to do something else, and maybe things were not gelling. You get. Now, why did he shut down? Because before he met her, she came to him like, help me, you are the pro in this business. I think he should have just stayed, since that was his line, and concentrated. He invested so much in her, agreed, you get, but her bakery was giving out hot bread so much that I think he grew cobwebs.
He had the stuff.
He probably grew cobwebs in his own. There's a tendency for you to say, like Silas rightly said, the 21st century woman is not sitting now and just doing civil service work or doing teachers work, 4 p.m. you're back home. The average 21st century woman is doing Kiniko and Company, Kiniko Limited, Kiniko Enterprises, and she's going for the top. She's selling on Instagram, she's selling on Twitter, she's all over the place. She's earning money like a bullion van. She's just there. You know, we don't even check out the fact that, I'm a baby, I'm not a man. We are going for it, you get. So it's now funny if you have a man who doesn't, who looks at that, gets carried away by the fact that my babe, they earn and they bring money come house, and then you just largest and relax. You do not have a right to relax, whether you are the man or the woman.
Definitely.
The other person may be earning everything, but do not forget that sometimes things go this way. Most of those daddies that the mommies used to cover up for then, you know, most of them had it. They had good businesses.
Yes.
And then maybe they had issues. Of course, you would respect your man and support your man. Maybe that's why our mothers could cow down and say that, yes, like you gave your own example too. Of course, it's not like when daddy had stuff, he wasn't there for the family. He was there for the family. So yes, mommy didn't have a choice but to. But if you just from beginning, I was there, just want to spending the girl's money, you understand? So when she begins to do anyhow, don't be angry. It's because you shut down. You don't even open bakery. So please earn your bread.
Yeah. So I think why a lot of people are seeing it as, okay, women are being too domineering because they are breadwinners. I think it's because traditionally they're used to seeing women being caregivers, staying at home, you know, so they're breaking the norm. It's not the same. But then you can't help but wonder, in a place where things are hard in the house, your husband is trying to make ends meet and nothing is coming in, your bills are rising, you know, you can't but help but wait for that woman to get up and do something. She won't stay here and be waiting for her husband when the children have no money to go to school or to buy clothes. You know, she has to go ahead. So it's all about encouraging that woman. It's all about, and you see now, women now plan their lives. They're like, look, I'm not going to get married till I'm CEO, ED, MD, you know, or they go like, how many children am I going to have? After one, we'll have to calculate how many years now, because every woman is about developing herself. Everybody wants to develop themselves. So kudos to every woman who's working, be it a small job or a big one, or your CEO, MD, ED, teacher,
ED, you're just going
lecturer.
ED.
Shout out to ED, because, you know, she has actually helped a lot of us. We can't deny.
Yeah.
She's winning bread, and she's also helping us to win
paper.
bread.
She's helping us win bread. So shout
And
out
she's not
to
winning
Edie.
bread alone. They have 2 bakeries in their house.
So yeah, shout out to every woman who doesn't just sit back. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a housewife, because that's in its own right is a lot of work.
It's work.
It is a lot of work. But shout out to every woman who steps out and says, look, I'm not just going to sit down there and wait for my husband to bring paper or bring bread home. I'm going to also make bread.
There's something about bread this year.
Yeah. The show.
After winning bread,
you
some
wanna
people
say
are all in
anything
the
about
bread winning
it?
thing.
You guys have said it all.
Ah, we can't say it all.
You can't say it all, no.
Really.
What?
Well, I've said it before. I said the men should encourage the women. It's not easy to be a woman, honestly. I read an article where they said a guy asked God to make him a woman just for a day, and then it happened. And when he had to wake up very early in the morning, he had to cook, he had to take the kids to school and everything. He now went on his and said, God, please change it. God said, never, you will do 9 months. I'll get you pregnant. When you have the baby,
I read that
when you have the baby, then I'll now release you. I'll now change you back to that. It's like, can I say it was big and I say, God, and he had to go through it.
Like God said, while you were a woman, last night you got yourself pregnant.
You know,
so you have 9 months.
Aside from the working aspect, women are very strong. I just cannot, I don't know how to put it. The strength that we have as a woman, I think, is much more than that of a man. A man is just to, do this, put food on the table and everything.
Sorry to cut you short. We have Omaomi from Congo. Hi.
Oh. Hello.
Omaomi.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, Oma Wonder.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
We can hear you. Good evening and welcome to Inside Eve. Good evening.
I would like to contribute to the topic.
Please go ahead.
And I think for a woman to be the breadwinner of the family, there is nothing wrong with that. But
Absolutely not.
in other words, there is no man that can pay for that kind of. There is no man that can pay for himself for a woman to be the bread of the family. But if it has come to that situation, I think the woman should be submissive so that she can be more progressive and she can be more progressive. And also the husband should be prayerful so that everything will be fine and come together. That's my encouragement.
Thank you so much, Omaomi. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
The truth about being submissive is that just like you come home and you see that everywhere is dirty and you're like, honey or something, why didn't you help me clean the house or something? And you start feeling like, geez, because you're the one putting the food on the table, that's why you have to ask me why I have to clean the house. But really, even if the reverse was the case and he was the one doing everything in the house and she went out and she came back and was like, honey, why didn't you help me clean the house? And he's like, I'm so sorry and everything. But because she's the one doing it, so he now have this feeling like, so it's because you're the CEO and you're the this and you're the that, so you now have the guts to now start telling me. So you even see that some ladies have to go extra miles to really calm down.
This
Do you
ego
understand?
problem.
To really calm down. And even with that, they still feel like, what's wrong with her? Do you get?
Well, I would say that's being a foolish husband.
That's for a foolish husband,
yeah,
really.
you should be cooperative. Like, okay, look.
Marriage is a partnership.
Yes, it's a partnership, not submissive, superior, and
Plus, if anybody wants to start claiming rights that you should submit because you are a woman, excuse me, provide because you are a man. If you want to go back to old school stereotype, the way nature has it, the way nature has defined it, then everybody should go back to their duty posts. If I am winning bread, helping you to do what it is that you were supposed to, I'm just supposed to be helping you, but then I'm the one that is taking the lead. Don't come and start forcing the female responsibilities down my throat. I can have kids for you, that's my responsibility. You cannot do it. According to nature, you cannot carry it. But please, it's not like one has to be rude to. But most of the time, most of the time when you hear about these cases, most of the time what you hear is that the man is just outrightly lazy and has ego problems. A woman that is winning bread, it's not easy.
It's not easy. Yeah.
Even a man that is winning bread is not easy both ways.
All right, Derry, calm down, calm down.
Because I want to be winning bread, that's why.
All right, ladies, let's take our final thought on women as
Sharp.
breadwinners. Chill.
Not me.
Don't have final thoughts.
First, you first. Thank you.
All right, so since she does not want to be having final thoughts
I don't want to be having final
this is
thoughts.
my final thought to you people. All right, on this matter, this is what I just like to say to round off everything. Please, if you have a woman who is not just supporting you but bringing in the bulk of the money and the food and all of that, please support her, respect her, be happy for her, and you should not relent. Please do your own work, contribute your own quota, earn your respect, please. Don't be fighting, it's not good. Thank you.
Chill.
Okay, I would just say that women are there for you. Women are very, very soft-hearted people. So if your wife is earning more than you, you should try as much as possible to support her and help her and also encourage her. And don't look down on her or try to bring her down or try to make her look as if, oh, so you're all out there and all that. Just you need to understand her and stand by her because she's also helping you out. Do you understand? So please, if you're a man out there, please calm down. And for the women to please try and be a little bit submissive to your husband because
if you're arrogant,
you understand, for the fact that you have something higher than your husband, it is not your doing. It's actually God's blessings to you. So please try and calm down so that we can put everything on the same level. God bless you.
On their heads.
All right? Stop fighting. Stop the fight.
Stop the fight.
And my final thought is God can turn your table around at any time. A man can be the breadwinner, a woman can be the breadwinner. But while you're at it, why not have some bread? Good night from us here at Inside
Bread
Eve.
eater.
Good night.
Enjoy
bread
yourself.
Maker,
See you
bread
next week.
eater. Good night.